So the reason I came in today is I really need help with making some changes in my life, just with my health, exercising, eating, that kind of stuff.
Okay. Why is that? Why would you like to change that?
Just in the past few years, it's been building up to now that I just haven't been taking care of myself like I'd like to, and it affects my mental health. I feel bad about myself, and just like I just haven't been taking care of myself like I should, and I really want to take better care of myself.
Yeah, that's understandable. Like, I think it's good that that's a priority for you. Um, why don't you tell me a little bit about what's motivating this change? Why is it important to you to change this?
Well, it's hard to say because my husband really wants me to change this, and so it's hard to know if I'm doing this for him or for me. But for me, like, I just miss the feeling of being really active when I used to exercise every day, and like I used to eat a lot healthier, and it just makes me feel better, just more energy, and I feel better about myself, and I do want that again, even though I get annoyed that my husband just really wants me to do it too, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, that probably does get hard to hear him say that. But Annie, I hear from you that you can see that there's some benefits to this. So why are you here? What's keeping you from making that change?
There's one main reason. It's my kids. They just are the greatest things ever, but they also like take up every single moment of my day. I don't even know how I'd ever have time to exercise, even if I wanted to.
Yeah, that would be hard. I remember earlier you said that it made you feel healthy and good. So how do you think making that change would affect what you do as a mom?
Like, if I could make it happen, I'd probably be a better example to my kids of like how to have a healthy lifestyle, which I really want them to have when they get older. And also, I'd probably be a little less snappy during the day because I just think I'm like kinder and stuff when am taking better care of my body, and they would benefit from that for sure.
Yeah, so it seems like on one hand you have a lot on your plate, you're really busy, it's hard to find time and the resources to actually do these things to make this healthy change. But on the other hand, you see the benefits that exercise and making these changes would have on your life.
Yeah, that's true. That's why it's so hard. Is like part of me wants it so bad, but part of me says it's not even possible. Don't even try.
Yeah. Why don't you let's talk about a time in your life that you have done these things. And why don't you just tell me about that and how that went, how that was?
Well, before I had kids, that's when it was good. I was so on top of it. I like would go running every morning, and then I'd come home, eat a very healthy breakfast, and that always started my day off really well. And I just felt like so empowered and like just like so confident in myself too. Like just my ability to do like sports and everything was better because I was stronger. And so yeah, but when I was single and like all growing up and when I first got married, so pretty much my entire life before I had kids, I was very on top of it, and that brought me a lot of happiness to be active and healthy.
Yeah, that sounds good. Do you think it's worth it to make this change? Do you think I can tell that you see some positive benefits to it, but tell me if you think that it's worth it.
I think it's worth it, but I know it's worth it, but it's more of a question of if it's reasonable or like possible.
Yeah, maybe it's not possible. Maybe you are just too busy for it.
Well, I don't know. I feel like you can always make time for things if you really want it, right?
I mean, I think so. I think that's definitely possible. What changes do you think you could make with your very busy schedule?
I don't know. Part of it would probably be like better sharing of, responsibilities with my husband, because I feel like I do all of the picking up from school and stuff, all of the household things, all of the cooking dinner, and like it literally takes up every moment. So like I feel like he could contribute to that by helping me out more, but also maybe just kind of like forcing myself to do it. Maybe have some goals, like I don't know, just it's like I need him to help me out, but I also just need to like do it, like get over this and just try. But I don't. That's the hard part, is like making that big jump.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I don't know.
I understand that. So I can tell that it's really important for you to be a good mom, that you can't sacrifice that. You can't sacrifice your role as a mom. So you might just need some support from your husband, maybe some other people, to get to these goals that you want to make.
Yeah, seriously, that would help a lot. He tells me he wants me to do this, but he doesn't really help me. So if he was, I'm totally fine. I agree with him that I should be more healthy, but I need him to like walk by my side and support me if we're gonna do this.
Yeah, do you think it's possible for you to go to your husband and make some plans together for you to reach these goals that he wants and that you would like to make happen?
Yeah, we have a good relationship, so I'm not like afraid of approaching him for help. I just haven't yet.
Okay, what, so, what goals would you like to take to your husband?
Well, it's hard because, I have that overall goal of exercising every morning again. But that feels like a little unrealistic to me right now because I'm not in the habit. So I think like I have a goal of probably exercising 3 days a week. I feel like I could do that.
Yeah.
If he was like around the kids when I left to go running or something.
Yeah.
So I'd need to ask him if when he'd be able to be home for that.
Okay. Do you think that's possible, Annie? I'm still sensing a little bit of hesitation.
Yeah.
A little bit of stress talking about this, moving forward with some action.
I am kind of stressed because I've tried in the past, and in the past few years, and like I have good intentions, but it's just like the habit never sticks. Like I will try to exercise a bunch and it'll maybe work for 2 weeks, and then I'm just over it because I feel behind in my life. So I think that's why I'm hesitant, because I think it's realistic, but at the same time I'm afraid of failing.
Yeah, so maybe it's just, it is just gonna be hard to make that habit stick. Maybe, it's just is it gonna be too hard to change this?
It's gonna be hard, but I don't want it to be too hard, or else I just don't want to keep suffering. So I know I can make some changes, but it shouldn't be. I don't think it'll be too hard. It'll just be hard.
Yeah. Okay, how about this? Imagine your life maybe in 10 years without having made this change. What do you think that would look like?
Oh, that makes me like feel kind of sick inside, because I feel like by then, if I keep eating this badly and not exercising, I might have like a disease or something. And also, my kids, like, what will they have learned? I don't want them to be just eating junk food all the time and being like couch potatoes, because that's how I am. So like that just sounds horrible to me.
Why? Can you tell me why that is so distressing to you?
It's just like not how had ever pictured my family to be. I want us to be like happy and healthy, and I don't want to be the start of um, such a bad lifestyle, you know?
Yeah, so do you think it is worth it for you to make some plans to get to your goals so you can have a different lifestyle?
Yeah, it really is. I mean, yeah, it is worth it for me.
Okay, so maybe you could go to your husband and you guys could make some plans to make that happen.
Yeah, I'll talk to him about the idea of 3 times a week, maybe just 2.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then take it from there, I guess.
Yeah, I think that sounds good.